2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, and welcome. This is Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A number of storylines emerging as the season gets into full swing. And it's happening out in Phoenix, where the Suns will be going up against the Miami Heat. The Heat coming into this one following a loss to Orlando. They got caught flat-footed, lost a game they felt should have been theirs. Looking to turn the page here. And tonight, two teams that love to get in transition. Shaq, talk about successfully running the break.
Well, I'm not a guard, but I have led the break before. And what you need to do, you got to keep your eyes ahead, have to see the whole floor. You got to be willing to make that extra pass, Ernie.
Wow. You talk like a guard. You were like a point guard up there.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations, man. But don't force things. That's the other part. You know, just make the easy play. And if it's not there, slow it down, set up your half-court offense, and then get it into the big guy if you have one.
But don't you want to get the crowd on its feet? Don't you want to make that play that gets the whole arena up?
Yes. You know what they used to call me, Ernie?
What's that?
Shaq Johnson.
Wow. Because he was like Magic, but he was Shaq.
I get it, Kenny.
Oh,
I get it.
Sometimes you don't.
Not that dense. Shaq Johnson.
It's the home of the Suns here in Phoenix, Arizona, as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the desert. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Take a look at the Heat. They know this is the type of game they need to win if they're going to take the next step, facing a closely ranked team. No clear underdogs based on the tail of the tape.
And there's history, some bad blood between these two teams that makes it all the more interesting.
Well, that much more competitive, too, and that's the compelling part here in this matchup. You play so many games in an NBA season. This is the one you get up for.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Miami Heat has established that high standard for fitness. Even Eric Spoelstra has gotten into it in his late 40s. The Heat coach says when he's working out, I'm in a different place. The physical, emotional, and mental benefits, I'm hooked. Kevin?
As hard as he works, great that he takes care of himself, too. DA, thank you. When the super teams are dominant game after game, some people are going to ask, what's the point of even playing a game like this?
Well, in the regular season, I hear that all the time, and I sort of laugh at it because this is what the season is about. Sure. 82-game grind, having competition not only with opponents, but within yourself, within your team, battling for minutes. And we understand that a lot of these teams are built to win in the postseason. The regular season doesn't mean much for them. They're going to qualify for the playoffs, but there are other teams in this league, Kevin, trying to fight to improve. And on nights where you have opportunities to play against that kind of dominant team, a coach can say, see the potential, see what is possible. We just saw it here tonight.
And take some personal pride in your performance.
No doubt about it. And you can stack yourself up against these super teams that roll into your arena to find out exactly where you are. And sometimes winning a game like that for a coaching staff, they can say, let's use this momentum to build on it. We just beat one of the better teams in the league. So psychologically, it works in a lot of ways during a regular season.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for the Heat, Wade and Richardson, the two wings. Justice Winslow out there with Whiteside, and it's Dragic in at the one spot.
Great self-confidence from Winslow on that play, taking it up strong inside.
Okobo, he's guarded by Dragic. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Well, Brent, the Heat with an experienced front office and one of the best young coaches in the league in Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, Spo has done a remarkable job. Tremendous amount of respect around the league for the way that Eric Spoelstra goes about his business, the way he handled the title runs and all those personalities and those dynamics. He has been fantastic. and will coach in Miami for as long as he wants to. The way he goes about it is pride, work, and respect for anybody that walks through those locker room doors.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Wade surveying the D. For three. He can't get that one to fall. And Phoenix will come the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
Yeah, it was almost robotic, Greg, in this one. They filtered out all the noise and came in razor-sharp precision on the offensive end.
Oh, that's blocked.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Aiden can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power. Hammering down the two-hand slam. And Miami has possession following the score by Phoenix. Richardson kicks to Dragic. Out to Wade. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to end the run. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Okobo, he's guarded by Dragic. Ayton dishes to Jackson. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Man, they're making everything and look confident. 5 shots, 5 makes.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami. Trailing here by 8. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, that one sticks with you for a little while. They worked so hard to hang in there at the end of that one and force the OT, and then to have it slip away had to hurt.
With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Devin Booker, number 1.
Quite a roll he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Right side, Dragic. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. The teardrop falls in.
That's an effective floater Goran Dragic just threw up there. Totally caught the defense by surprise.
Pass to Ayton. Okobo, he's guarded by Dragic. Booker with no one around. Off target from three-point range. The Heat trail by 6. Winslow finds Richardson. Bangs home the trifecta.
Richardson's pretty consistent at draining that 3 ball. The D can't allow him to get too comfortable while he's camped out behind the arc.
Okobo, he's guarded by Dragic. The shot's good. He has 5.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
And here are the Suns now. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Booker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Greg, if you know anything about Devin Booker, so dedicated to his craft. What's next for him, you think, in taking his game to the next level?
No doubt. I think it starts at the defensive end. I mean, he's one of the league's best at scoring the basketball, but defensively, I think that's going to be the challenge if he wants to become truly an elite player.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
The Heat trail by 5. Dragic kicks to Richardson. The pass to Wade. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Wade's got his second bucket tonight.
Right there, finishing through contact. Dwayne Wade finds a way to muscle that one in.
Jackson in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Inside, here's Richardson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Nice job by Richardson getting to the inside. High percentage play to the basket.
Okobo, he's guarded by Dragic. For 3, Booker in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
And the Heat call time here. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
On defense, Phoenix. They lead by 4. Ariza has the open look. And the 3 off target.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Winslow kicks to Wade. Dragic the pass to Richardson. Wade against Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Wade dishes to Dragic. Here's Whiteside. And again, it's the Heat missing. Phoenix leading by 4. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
I think the scouting report talks a lot about Josh Jackson is going to come at you and play downhill. You don't want him to get those kind of shots off. Nice dunk.
Now here's Dragic. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. You're not going to miss those all that often.
A rangy 6'8", Ariza finishing with force.
The Heat trail by 8. Dragic finds Whiteside. Looking to end the run, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Goran Dragic started his career in Phoenix under the mentorship of Steve Nash.
Well, he still loves to push the pace and still loves to attack the paint. We'll see if he can be an effective player in his late 30s, the way that Steve Nash led his teams.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. You have so many great point guards in the league right now, Brent. Which of them do you think does the best job of running the pick and roll?
I think Chris Paul still heads up the top of my list for pick and roll operators. He's so devastating and has been for his entire career in the mid-range, just settling in at the free throw line and popping shots that seem effortless, and he's able to knock it down. Steph Curry is still at the point guard position, does so many unique things, Kevin, playing without the basketball and setting screens away from the ball to open up teammates, which eventually gives him opportunities to shoot threes. So divergently different, those two, but 2 of my favorites to watch.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat. They trail by 6. They get it back. Got a piece of it. Now here's Ayton. He's covered closely.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Dragic looking it over. Kicks to Wade. Back to Dragic. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
A little over-aggressive. He's got to dial it back if he wants to stay on the floor. 2 fouls in the first. Tough to overcome.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Suns. James Johnson's checked in for the Heat. Ellington comes in for Dwayne Wade. Jackson kicks to Holmes. Crawford left side. Outside Jackson. Here's Holmes. It's deflected. Here is Ellington. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Poked loose and stolen by Ayton. Jackson against Johnson. Jackson misses. The Heat trail by 6. Dragic with it. 6 points for him. He dishes it to Olynyk. In the corner, it's Ellington. Good ball movement here by Miami. The kick out to Dragic. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Holmes.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Miami's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Now here's Ellington, guarded by Crawford. Olynyk in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olynyk has that rare combination.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Kelly Olynyk, a brand nice pickup for the Miami Heat, 4 years and $50 million.
Well, thinking about a floor spacing big man, they like what they saw out of Kelly Olynyk in his brief time with the Boston Celtics. He's still young, has a chance to grow, but his skill set as a big is still eye-popping.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Anderson comes in for Ayton, and it's Bridges in for Jackson. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat trail by 3. And here is Ellington. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Bridges with the steal. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Ellington, the pass to Wade. Over Crawford. And it falls over the rim and in. 6 points for Wade.
As soon as Wade gets the ball that close to the basket, he's going to take advantage of weak defense and score.
And stolen by Ellington. And there's another one for the Heat. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Ellington defending. Crawford's shot is good. Crawford's got his first bucket in this one. The Heat trail by 3. Ellington finds Johnson. .11 left in the first. Can't hit from the elbow. Well, Phoenix shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. Here's Bridges. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Johnson. The Suns have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
first free throw is good.
And head coach Eric Spoelstra always looking for different perspectives, looking to tweak and change certain things and constantly learning. That's a growth mindset. We hear him talk about that a lot, and it's something that he encourages not only his staff to do, but his players as well.
And Spoelstra assigns assistants to read books, attend clinics, and bring back reports. Always looking for new insights.
Yep, lots of paperwork on that Miami Heat coaching staff. They keep daily notes on everything from basketball to the big picture around the team. Stats, quotes, questions, all inspirational stuff. So anything they can draw a competitive advantage on or keep things positive, Spo's looking to do that.
Here's Bridges. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson, the pass to Wade. Good D by Booker.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Crawford kicks to Booker. Feeds it to Anderson. Olynyk with the steal. For the finish. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Booker looking around. It's over Ellington. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 15.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. The Suns on top, up by 7. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Dwayne Wade talked about the potential of this team as well as the challenges they face this season.
We understand our potential can develop to be a great team in this season. But that's the hardest part, is understanding your potential when you have guys who's never been through it, as a collective group. So that's the biggest challenge, is to understand, okay, we're good, guys. We can win some games, but can we get to the next level of being great?
That's the veteran mindset a player like Wade brings to the group.
Exactly. I mean, he's fully aware of the importance of experience, a true leader for his team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, you've got a huge advantage.
Ryan Anderson out there with Bridges. Then it's Crawford. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Booker in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Free throw, good, Anderson. Over the last decade or so, a huge transformation, Brent, in the way games are played. Do you see any additional changes on the horizon?
I wonder if the league will think about, and I think it'd be interesting, if they had a three-point line that just disintegrated into the sideline. We have the split, and we have the archway, right? We go down the sidelines. It'd be really interesting if the league, maybe in Summer League, experimented with the three-point line being equidistant the whole way around.
And going right out of bounds.
Yeah, so right out of bounds, it eliminates the corner three. It would impact the way you would defend the corner shot, because now it doesn't have a value of 3. 1 point more for a shorter shot seems to be a little unfair as it is, and we know it's the most valuable shot in basketball.
There's no doubt.
But I wonder how that would look, and maybe Adam Silver and the committee will look at a Summer League where the three-point line just disappears in the sideline, eliminating the corner three.
High arcing shot, the 19-foot shot.
And that's really solid defense from Wade there. He wasn't going to give the offense any room.
And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got 4 rebounds in this game. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Anderson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Wade finds Ellington. Back to Wade. From deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. They host the Clippers after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home, pushing their lead to double digits. And now an 11-point Phoenix lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Passes it to Johnson. Wade on the wing from deep. And it's Wade again missing. Suns leading by 11. Bridges passes to Crawford. Lets it go from the wing. No good off the back of the rim. The Heat have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Another miss by Wade.
Look, if they want any shot at winning this game, he has to be better out there.
Lets it fly. Crawford, no luck. The Heat trail by 11. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
Anderson outside, and the foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game. And the Heat with some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Justice Winslow comes in for James Johnson. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Holmes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Okobo. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the Heat call time here.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
The Suns making a change here. Ariza's checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Dragic is checked in. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Richardson kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Dragic. In the corner, it's Richardson. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Bridges. Richardson, no luck.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
Bridges misses.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dragic finds Winslow. Over Ariza. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through. What's the saying? If you're going to lose big. A lot of teams adopting that strategy again last season, the final year before the lottery odds are going through some new machinations and a bit of a change. The Suns, though, they kind of took the cake last year and ended up with the #1 pick.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
So for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes, and it's Jackson in for Ryan Anderson. Bridges against Whiteside. Dragic dishes to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. There's Winslow. Again, the miss by the Heat. And the Suns, all those draft picks, bringing in some help, and Brent, they needed it.
Yeah, they're going to need that help quickly in order to compete, but with a new coach and a new language down there, it's going to be interesting how much both the front office, the coaching staff, and these players latch on to a new path for the Suns to get themselves competitive as quickly as possible.
Now, here's Ariza. Justice Winslow missing his last shot, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's a pretty powerful play coming from Josh Jackson.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
That one misses from Jackson.
You know, Josh Jackson, an interesting prospect for the Phoenix Suns moving forward. A wing player, maybe doesn't quite have a position in the league, but I know his competitiveness certainly does. I remember watching him his first summer in Las Vegas and just staying in the game. It's hard to get guys who are drafted so high to take the summer league seriously. Josh Jackson takes every opportunity to compete that way.
Now Bridges, after Justice Winslow missing on that last three-pointer. Jackson in the corner. And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for Miami. Here's Ayton. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And talking about the Jayhawk, Josh Jackson, took him a second to get acclimated. But once he figured it out in the NBA level, he started to become an impact player.
You wonder what the ceiling is for Josh Jackson. It's one thing to be competitive. Now he's trying to look for consistent production on a nightly basis. Steals, blocks, rebounds. That kind of activity will keep him on the floor for some minutes for any coach he plays for.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, D.A. Thank you.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The Heat trail by 16. Tipped away and stolen by Ariza. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Ariza with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. He kicks to Winslow. Pass to Whiteside. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Suns on defense. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Whiteside, the pass to Winslow. Over Jackson.
And after that solid opening quarter, you can see now he is definitely starting to cool off.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Now here's Winslow. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And here we go. Okobo got a hand on it.
Man, I saw that block coming from a mile away. Winslow really times that rejection perfectly.
That's his first personal
The Suns have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Trevor Ariza. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Trevor Ariza.
Well, this Heat team is a collection of a hodgepodge of players, just interesting combinations, guys who can switch all over the floor. But I think they're still trying to find out what their role is, who's going to end up stepping up to be the scorer that they lean on, and they try to be greater than the sum of their parts under Eric Spoelstra. Some nights they are.
And so he makes both from the line. And the Heat culture, not for everyone certainly, intense practices, a lot of preparation, demanding fitness standards. There's a lot to digest.
Well, Pat Riley is still around, isn't he, Kevin? So with that fact, Eric Spoelstra doesn't stray too far from what it is that brought Pat Riley a ton of success in Miami in setting up that culture and that sort of work mentality on a daily basis. You got to be tough and you got to be willing to work if you're in Miami.
2 shots.
And that one misses. The Suns have given shooting guard Devin Booker a say in all of the franchise's major decisions. You know, like hiring a coach, free agency, the draft. Brent, is that the right approach?
I'm not sure how much of that is true, Kevin. They might have asked, but how much are they listening to it? I'm not sure. Devin Booker does not quite have the cachet of veteran players that have played 10 or 12 years and have a lot of playoff wins under their belt, but it does feel good for him, I'm sure, to be part of the collaborative.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here are the Heat now. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. And their road trip is only getting started as that's the second of 6 for them. Goran Dragic grabs the board.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Now, here's Dragic. He's got 7. Just 5 to shoot. Richardson trying to break loose. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Adebayo's got his first 2 points.
You know, we talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Ayton kicks to Ariza. Good ball movement here by the Suns. It's Ariza on the wing. Outside Jackson. Now the pass to Ariza. Ball's knocked loose, and so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. The 4th spot held by Hassan Whiteside.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Clock at 2. Jackson. And no good. And Miami the other way now. Knocked away. Richardson finds Whiteside. To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
Like to see that play set up. Got to have 2 guys on the same page, and Josh Jackson finishes it off with an exclamation point.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Dragic. Passes it to Richardson. Shot clock at 5. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Man, sometimes there's dunks and then there's mean dunks. That was a mean dunk.
Pass to Ayton. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
Bridges with the steal. Outside for Jackson. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Richardson. Takes it from 10. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Ariza with the bucket.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
The Heat shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Dragic the pass to Richardson. Jackson against Winslow. Kicks to Dragic. 6 to shoot. Can they get it? The shot will not fall. The Suns go the other way with it. Down low. Here's Ariza. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds now tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the pass to Richardson. Whiteside with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Outside Dragic. Nails it from the high post. Dragic has got 9.
Got to respect the mid-range play of Goran Dragic right there. The left-handed point guard strokes it well.
Passes it to Ayton. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
He hits the second from the line. Three from the inbound. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Phoenix ahead, running away with it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, the one thing we already know, Devin Booker can score. And what I'm seeing now is he's able to lead. The offense goes through him. He controls the pace, and he makes tons of great decisions. Terrific catalyst for them in the first half.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Scoring consistently from range. He really lit it up there in the first half.
We'll see if they keep feeding him right now until he cools down or until the defense does something to take him away from these great opportunities. No reason to go away from him.
So it's Phoenix now. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Wade and Richardson, the two wings. Whiteside is out there with Justice Winslow. And it's Dragic in at the point. Right wing. 5 to shoot. Pass to Ayton. For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Richardson.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. A terrific defender in college, was the two-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Okobo. He's guarded by Dragic. Jackson has the open look, and it's off from three-point range. Now Richardson, 7 points in the game. Outside Dragic. Back to Whiteside. Over Ayton. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Suns. He kicks it to Ariza. And that one, good. Ariza's got 12.
A strong finisher around the rim. Ariza with the size to do some damage.
Now here's Richardson. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Dragic. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 11 points in the game.
And you can see just how tough the defense was there, but in the end, it did not matter for Goran Dragic.
Okobo. He's guarded by Dragic. Booker against Wade. Booker inside. Off target at the rim.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Wade against Booker. Wade kicks to Dragic. There's the pass to Winslow. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Booker against Wade. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, entering the league, Devin Booker really had some troubles on the defensive end. So as much as we talk about offensively him trying to get better, on the defensive end he needs to learn how to be in better positions.
Free throw good, Booker. And with Booker's defense, Brent, still being a work in progress, the advantage is he is still very young.
Well, the coaches have really simplified the game plan on the defensive end. So you do things like jumping ahead of the screen or pushing down the screen and start to corral guys into areas. That's helping Devin Booker establish some more confidence on the defensive end.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And the Heat committing a lot of money for this hard-working bunch. Brent, how do they improve from this point on?
Now it's about player development, Kevin, taking advantage of the off-season, making sure that guys are improving upon their weaknesses and staying sharp with their strengths. They're going to have to find a few more diamonds in the rough out there to add to this roster and maybe set themselves up in free agency to lure somebody down the South Beach. And we'll see if they can do that. The front office tends to get creative in that way.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside. And even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Anderson, he's checked in for Phoenix.
And here's a look at the stats for Hassan Whiteside. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. He's averaging 10 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
Now here's Wade. 10 points for him. Clock at 6. Count that one. Wade's got 12 in the game.
And shame on you if you forget how good Dwayne Wade is at handling the basketball. He took the defense to school with that one.
Kicks it to Booker. 13 feet away. And the shot is long.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
Dragic gets the bucket.
Right now, it seems like he's hitting everything. He is really on a tear.
Phoenix leading by 23. Anderson outside. Okobo. He's guarded by Dragic. Passes to Booker. Shoots the three. Rebound by the Heat.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Anderson outside. Jackson from long range. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Ayton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now here's Wade. Outside Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Suns. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Okobo covered by Winslow. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. It goes on Justice Winslow. The Suns have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Suns. Crawford comes in for Jackson. Then for the Heat, Olynyk, he's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Richardson. And Ellington is subbed in for Goran Dragic. And here are the Heat now. Wade outside. Out to the wing. Olynyk has the open look. Buries it from 3-point range. Olynyk's got 8 points.
As soon as Wade looks up and sees his teammate all alone, simple pass, throws it ahead, uncontested J.
Here's Crawford. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, Suns coach Igor Kokoskov, the NBA's first ever head coach, born and raised outside of North America. He will not be the last, but a great opportunity for Phoenix as this guy's paid his dues. 18 years as an NBA assistant, including 5 early years in Phoenix.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw missing. And Kokoskov, a pioneer, the first D1 college assistant coach out of Europe, also the first in that role in the NBA.
Yeah, in the NBA, he reached the conference finals 7 times and the finals twice. So he's seen what it takes and what type of competitive environment it is when you reach those elite levels. And in 2004 was on the staff for the Detroit Pistons when they won the NBA title against the Lakers. So been around a lot of winning.
Now, here's Wade. He's got 12. Beyond the arc. And it's Winslow, that time on the assist by Johnson. 9 points for Justice Winslow.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Down low and taken away by Johnson. And it's the Heat on the break. Ellington leading the charge. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
A show of strength there from Dwayne Wade to muscle the shot in over the tough defense.
And Dwayne Wade had hoped to return to the Miami Heat. Last season, at the trade deadline, he got his wish.
And it just seems right when he's in a Miami Heat uniform. It's a second home for him, and he's back where he belongs, baby. Wade County.
And Miami making
Mind
a
the
change
lanes.
here.
Mind the
Adebayo's
lanes.
checked in.
One shot.
And that one misses. A coaching carousel certainly in Phoenix. This is the 4th different head coach in as many seasons. What does that do, Brent, to a young team?
Well, it's tough for development because if you don't consistently work with the same player development coaches, you might be learning things for an offense that might have to be reset every year. Igor Kokoskov is one of the more ingenious offensive minds in the game. This is why he's got this opportunity in Phoenix. And I look forward with the type of talent that Phoenix has, with how much creativity he can bring to the court, and hope these young players are excited for that opportunity.
Wade. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Wade's got 8 here in the quarter.
You love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
Crawford drives in, and Phoenix turns it over again.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker, his last 10 games have been exceptional. Tops in scoring. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Wade finds Ellington. And here is Olynyk, defended by Booker. And the Heat, another 3.
You could see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
Now here's Booker. 16 points for him. Got that bucket in no time at all. Booker's got 18 points.
Booker effective that time, close to the basket, taking his time to cash in.
Now here's Wade. D right on him. Pass to Olynyk. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 13 points in the game.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. No good from Booker.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
Good.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Phoenix leading by 14. Okobo. Wade is covering. Crawford outside. Sinks the triple.
Jamal Crawford looking comfortable from behind the arc on that one. Tough to lock him down out there. You're worried about him driving around you.
Now here's Johnson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Wade. No good. Shot missing. Phoenix has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Okobo. Wade is covering. Anderson wide open. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well, you could see Anderson preparing the shot as the ball made its way to him. His ability to read the defense and create that good shot is remarkable.
Now here's Wade. 16 points for him. Olynyk dishes to Ellington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Now, Wayne Ellington's such a confident shooter, such a great release, and he's able to hit his shot over the defender who was draped all over him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Wayne Ellington enjoyed his best season in 2017-18.
Well, with Waiters out last year, the Heat were looking to somebody to come in and be a consistent scorer off the bench. And with that task last year, he was phenomenal at putting points on the board and staying hot all year long.
And the Suns making a change here. Ariza's checked in. Ellington hits them both. 1:16 left here in the third quarter. Johnson against Crawford. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the middle. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Okobo. Wade is covering. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Booker from the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. Wade outside. It's Adebayo, top of the key. Johnson against Crawford. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, like a 5-tool baseball player, James Johnson's one of those guys who does a little bit of everything for his team.
The Heat have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Johnson. And both free throws good for Johnson. Booker against Dragic. Shot from 12. Dragic with some nice D.
And the terrific timing of Crawford there on the defensive end. He got his hand up right in the face of his man.
And so it's Phoenix, 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Ayton is out there with Holmes. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's Crawford. And it's Booker in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Booker against Dragic. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Johnson. And stolen by Ariza.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Booker with it. Now guarded by Dragic. They get a hand on it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Josh Jackson's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Booker against Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. Devin Booker, and that's good. Booker's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Phoenix. Now here's Ellington, guarded by Crawford. Shoots it up. The shot's good from Ellington. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Dragic against Booker. Ariza outside. Jackson passes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Crawford. Over Ellington. Crawford, no luck.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
And there's the pass to Dragic. There's the triple. Buries it from three-point range.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That can change things.
Now here's Jackson. Out to the right wing. Ayton with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. Ayton kicks to Ariza. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And gliding to the rim there. Ariza looking graceful on that move.
And Trevor Ariza, such a steady veteran.
I mean, just long, a versatile defender, can also knock down the triple. When you look at how far he's come since he entered the league as really just a raw athlete, it's a credit to his work ethic, no doubt about it. He has mastered his role.
Shooting one.
Well, this Heat organization has had such a great run of success under their owner, Mickey Arison, and what Pat Riley has done to pour the foundation of the culture around Miami. This is not a team that likes to throw away any chance to compete or any season for that matter.
Here's Dragic. Here's Olynyk. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 4 assists in the game. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And memories of the Big Three era of Bosh and Wade and LeBron James still fresh, Brent, in the memory of the Heat organization.
Well, more fresh in the memory of the fans of the Miami Heat. The organization trying to do their best to move forward and move on. Of course, that team, 4 straight finals appearances, won 2 NBA championships. They want to get back to that level. They know they got to find some talent and some diamonds in the rough and trying to figure out a path to get there.
Here's Richardson following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. He was all alone on that one.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And Booker kicks to Ariza. Back to Booker, outside Jackson. No good on the 3.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range. You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
Now here's Ariza, and it comes off the front of the rim. Richardson kicks to Dragic. Back to Richardson. Heat moving the ball around. Passes it to Dragic. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Shoots from 12. He squares up and sinks it.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Booker against Dragic. He kicks to Olynyk. Miami no good on that time either.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
And Ariza much improved as a free thrower over the course of his career.
Trevor Ariza. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Free throw drops for Ariza, and Miami making a change here. Wade's checked in. Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. We love the sneakers these players wear. Now so many different styles. A lot of different signature shoes out there.
I'm not really a sneakerhead myself, Kevin. I didn't really fall down that rabbit hole. But I know some guys in the league, when we've seen photos of their closets at home filled with
hundreds.
Not hundreds. I've seen guys pushing thousands of pairs of shoes. Now that is dedication.
Worth a lot of money.
No doubt about it. And some of the guys, Kevin, don those specialty sneakers in big-time games. And the one guy that comes to mind for me is P.J. Tucker. Lots of play from P.J. Tucker about some of the things that he strapped on last year during the finals.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Winslow kicks to Wade. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
Whiteside finds Wade to the left side wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Dragic.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough speed to annoy the opposing scorer.
Count it, good. The Heat trail by 16. Bounce pass, Dragic. The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his 4th assist in this one. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Ariza outside. Jackson from long range. Kicks it out to Booker. Ariza with it. Over Richardson. Ariza no luck. Miami's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Passed away, and Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Suns making a change here.
Checking in for your Suns, Eli Okobo.
Now, here's Whiteside, guarded closely. 13 feet away. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Now, here's Ayton. He's covered by Whiteside. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Shooting 1.
Free throw good, Ariza. The Heat trail by 16. Outside Dragic.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
That's his 4th personal foul.
On defense, Phoenix. Whiteside kicks to Dragic. Shot clock at 5. Here's Winslow. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime. After sort of wandering around in the first, he's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
Okobo, it's tipped. And here's Winslow. And Dragic has it in the corner. To the inside. So it's Richardson with the jam.
I like to see Richardson up there and finishing strong.
Okobo. Wade is covering. There's Jackson with the three. Another shot. And Ayton with the layup. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now Dragic. Here's Winslow. And that one, good. Winslow's got 11 in the second half.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
And here's Booker from the arc. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Wade.
Well, as soon as he gets it there, it's going up. He's on fire right now.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. And that'll be his third foul so far. Okobo. Wade is covering. Okobo down to 5 on the shot clock.
Well, there's no vacancy down there. Josh Richardson gives no room to the offensive player.
Over Booker. They get it back. Wade gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Okobo. Wade is covering. Ariza kicks to Jackson. Here's Ayton. That shot misses. And the Heat going the other way now. Outside Dragic. From 15 feet away. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Jackson. Misses off the right iron. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. Trailing here by 8. Richardson kicks to Winslow. Dragic left side. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's the double team from Whiteside. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Suns now. Ariza passes to Jackson. On the wing, Booker, 6 to shoot. Trying to get something going, and the layup is up and in. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, there's no stress in Devin Booker's game. Shot clock winding down. He gets it.
Outside Dragic. Stolen. We've got 1:08 left here in the fourth quarter.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Phoenix.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Josh Jackson.
Take a break.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the Suns here with a different look. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Ayton. Anderson comes in for Trevor Ariza. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Bridges in for Booker. And a new group in for the Heat. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Josh Richardson. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Dwight Bikes in for Goran Dragic. So we can't get either to fall. Suns on offense. 10-point lead. And he makes that one.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight. And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Crawford drives in. The shot, no good. And it's the Heat with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Johnson kicks to Bikes. In the corner, Winslow with it. From outside, off the mark. Now here's Crawford. So it's the Suns winning easily here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long,